wasn't so fun for the Kangaroos on Friday night because they again lost a game they should have won, William Brownless, against the belligerent, at times, Blues.
Belligerent. They were very good. They started well and they finished well. And look at that. Lockie Henderson kicked 4 in the last quarter, kicked 6 goals. Jared Waite was fantastic. Cade Simpson, love the way he goes about it. Gibbs, outstanding again. Murphy. Lindsay Thomas kicked 1 each quarter for North Melbourne, was okay, but they just didn't have enough to help them out. And a disappointing loss. We've got the big ruckman here, Todd Goldstein. Welcome, Todd.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Stein or Steen?
Let's go with Goldstein.
Right, Goldstein. We'll do that again. We've got the big ruckman, Todd Goldstein, with us. Bad loss, Todd.
Yeah, it was definitely disappointing. I think a lot of mixed emotions after the game. You don't know whether to be angry or as Dal said yesterday, a bit confused. It was definitely a frustrating night for all involved in terms of North Melbourne.
Can you work out what it is? Because I know all the North fans will be out there and we can't. Why you're so good and then you can be so poor?
Yeah, I don't think we've worked out at this stage. If you've got any ideas, we'd love to know. But I think it's one of those things that we've got to work out why. You feel like mentally you're just as switched on against the good sides as you are against the lower ranked sides, but for whatever reason, whether it's subconsciously or whatever, it just doesn't quite happen for us. So definitely got to use this bye now to work that out and hopefully come back stronger after that.
We're fascinated by Brent Harvey's comments. I'm not sure if you heard them earlier in the show, where he said that if anything, he wished that Brad Scott had been harder and harder on the players earlier. Do you agree with that view?
Oh, at times I think we've probably the coaches have become a lot harder this year, and especially the back end of this year so far. But I think we've all been sort of. I don't think anyone's. I don't know if you should have gone harder, but I think maybe made a few more examples of certain efforts and certain players at times. I think when it hasn't been acceptable. I think as a group, I think we've got to be hard on ourselves. It's not up to the coaches. I think we're now an old enough group where we have to keep each other accountable, and that's where it probably starts from.
Had you given the coach as a group of leaders that feedback that you didn't think he was hard enough?
I'm not sure. I'm not part of the leadership group, so I know that the leadership group talked to Brad a fair bit about that sort of stuff. So I'm not exactly sure if they have, but as a group we've spoken about and stuff with Ling, we've spoken about trying to be hard on each other and hold each other accountable.
You reckon that's a cop out though, Lord?
Yeah, I think that I saw the effort in that first quarter against Hawthorn was just, you could see North Melbourne were on, and then the effort, full credit to Carlton, but your effort wasn't there. So I think the senior group needs to take a lot of responsibility for these lapses that go on at North Melbourne. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think going into the game, I know myself, I didn't feel mentally like I was any less prepared or feeling any less confident coming up against Hawthorn and Carlton. But I think it's one of those things where you're right. I think it is up to the leadership group and the players to work out why we're doing it. It's nothing the coaches can do. They can't control how we play.
You mentioned Cameron Ling. Can you tell us what he actually does there? How often is he there and what does he do? Yeah,
he's there mainly once a week now, and it's mainly stuff with the leadership group. So it's sort of helping them try and drive the group and sort of holding them accountable to certain things. And I think, so they meet, I think pretty much every Monday and with him for about an hour or so and work through what's going on with the side and all that sort of stuff. So, but it's mainly with the leadership group he works.
Couple of big late inclusions, of course. Majak Daw for North Melbourne and Jared Waite. This man here was outstanding, best on ground. The big fella up forward. He kicked 4 goals and They started well, Carlton. They kicked goals to Waite, Henderson, Yaron, and then Bryce Gibbs with a really good snap. And they were out to 20 points, and you thought, don't tell me they're going to win this game, because I think for some reason you can pick North Melbourne's form in the first 10 minutes, and you could tell North weren't on Toddles.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't a great start, and I think probably going to half-time down 15 points, we were pretty lucky. I think we felt like we were still in the game, but it could have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, Cade Simpson's outstanding. Nick Graham had to come on. He came on early. Everett went off. Kicks a lovely goal on the run here, and everything was going for Carlton. They were running. They got some good free kicks and just everything going. Lindsay Thomas is good as usual, kicked 4 goals, and he was probably their best forward without a doubt.
Who's the most vocal of your teammates? Who, when you're not playing a great game like this, you're going at half-time, who's the one that grabs you by the scruff of the neck and really gives you a good old-fashioned spray? Yes, the coach does that, but who out of your leadership group would do that? Yeah, I think it's probably Jack Zeeble does it a bit. Obviously, Boomer does it a lot as well. Even though he's not part of the leadership group, he's still a major part, and I think Dal as well.
as probably the most vocal ones, but you get a bit from Andrew Swallow and Drew Petrie as well.
You had a good battle with Cameron Wood. So Wood, I don't think he played AFL footy for 700 days, I think was the number. Yet, it was probably a break even. And how did you find coming up against him?
Yeah, he was definitely very aggressive and he was working very hard forward. So it made it very hard to stay on him and try and push forward myself. So he definitely played a very good game, and yeah, I think it's he really took his chance that he got given.
He did indeed. Here's some votes. Jared Wade, Henderson get the votes there. They kicked 10 goals between them. Up the other end, Black and Petrie only got 1. Gibbs outstanding. Cade Simpson, very good.
Very good year.
Gibbs will probably win their best and fairest. Cade Simpson's had a good year, and Chris Yarran could have got some votes too.